Minute to start the YouTube.
Good to go?
We're
Good
good to go,
morning,
Madam Chair.
everyone. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to convene the meeting of Human Services. Does everyone have the meeting agenda in front of them? Any remarks by the chairs? Representative Abercrombie,
Just good morning, everyone. Welcome.
Representative Case,
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be in Hartford, and let's get the meeting going.
okay. All right, the wind is blowing very strong down here in Bridgeport, so, but I have electricity, so I'm grateful. So the first bill we have is, these are bills to be JF. As the number one is Senate Bill 195, an act increasing the minimum amount of assets that may be retained by the spouse of an institutionalized Medicaid recipient. It's a JF to appropriations. Is there a motion
So moved, Madam Chair.
and a second?
Please say your name when you move the motion, guys.
Representative Hughes,
Case.
go ahead.
Representative
Seconded.
Case moves it.
Second,
Representative Hughes, seconds.
moved and seconded. Questions?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Representative Case.
I think this is a good move for our families and our seniors to go from 20 to 50,000. The state or the federal government is much higher than that, and this is a move that's going to have to go to appropriations, I believe. So we'll have to find the dollars once they give it the fiscal note, but in order to keep assets into the family, I think it's a positive move as long as the state of Connecticut can cover what they
Thank you,
cost.
Representative Case. It's going from, I believe, is it 28 to 50?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Are we doing a consent calendar or are we doing each individual bill?
No consent, all votes.
Thank you. So for number one, Senate Bill 195, we'll do a roll call vote.
Cass is going to be doing the roll call votes, Madam Chair, just so you know.
Okay. Cass, are you ready?
Yep. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right. So we are voting on Senate Bill 195, an act increasing the minimum amount of assets that may be retained by the spouse of an institutionalized Medicaid recipient, JF to appropriations. All right. Representative Abercrombie.
Representative Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Senator Moore votes yes.
Thanks. Senator Berthel. Representative Case.
Representative Case votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Lesser. Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes. Welcome aboard, Cass.
Thank you. Representative Dathan.
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garibay.
Representative Garibay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Sorry, Representative Hughes, can you repeat that and see you on the screen?
Sure. Representative Hughes votes
There we go.
yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes yes.
Thanks. And Representative Wood. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kath. Number 2 is Senate Bill 197, an act concerning temporary family assistance at the JFS to appropriations. Is there a motion?
So moved,
So moved,
Representative
Representative
Hughes.
Cook.
Oh, go ahead. Seconded, Representative Hughes.
Moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Marilyn, Master Francesco is waving her hand as a question, I think.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry, Madam Chair. I can't find my raise hand button here for some reason.
That's okay.
I apologize. I had a couple of questions on this bill, if I may.
Sure.
The temporary family assistance, the TFA, this one here, I believe, extends it another 60 months. Is that correct?
Extends from 21 to 60.
And is there currently right now, is there already an extension that they're provided? So
I
when
think this-
when your TFA expires, can you go for an automatic extension?
I'm going to ask Marie to respond to that.
Yes, so currently, under certain circumstances, they can get 6-month extensions, I believe at least 2 for certain circumstances.
Thank you. And would you be able to just give me an idea of what those circumstances are, for example?
I think when they've made an effort to find employment and they can't find it, domestic violence, they're suffering from domestic violence. Those are a couple of them.
So through you, excuse me, through you, Madam Chair. So would this an additional 60-month extension, which is what, 5 years? Would that be on top of the 2 6-month extensions they get?
No, there would be no other extension. 60 months is the federal maximum. However, I believe up to 20% of the state's caseload can be exempted even under the federal maximum, under federal law for a variety of reasons, including the reasons I mentioned.
Okay, and then do we know what the average span is for somebody utilizing the TFA program? Is it, some people obviously use it for maybe a short time, they need help. Do we know the average of how many people are on it for the full term?
I don't know that offhand. I don't know if my OLR colleagues have an idea on that or.
Okay. And
Good
then
morning. No, that wasn't shared in testimony, so we don't have that average.
Okay, and then just one current question. I know this is going to approps. Do we have any idea of the cost? What it will cost? I know it has to go through appropriations, but did we have any testimony from OPM or anyone on the additional cost that will cost the state or the taxpayers?
Well, they estimate the cost of $5 million, not including the governor's budget. But we also know that the money lapses every year, so it's going to go to approps, and they're going to address it. Is your hand up, Representative Abercrombie?
I was just going to reiterate exactly what you said, just so everybody knows, this line item has been lapsing millions of dollars over the last 4 pay cycles for the budget. And we think it's primarily, and this we get from legal services, who works a lot with these individuals. We think the reason is because the timeline is so short. So by the time they get all the paperwork and they get on it, it's time to get off it. So the hope is it will save dollars at the end, because women will have the ability to be on longer, and then it will help them stabilize so that they can go into the workforce. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Rep. Dathan, is your hand up?
It is. Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to reiterate that the dollars have been lapsing every year, and it has been higher funded in the past. But the governor's budget took it down from the original appropriation to 36.9 down to 31.4 million. This bill will offer more flexibility for families on this program. And we'll also ensure that the dollars don't lapse and that they're actually being used by the people who need it. So I'm looking forward to seeing the fiscal note that comes through with this in appropriation and how it affects this line item. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Representative Case.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I think we've been listening to Representative Abercrombie talking about the lapsings, and I'm glad we caught on to that because the lapsings in my head too. But I'd just like to know, when we do this, how are we, is there an initiative to get people off of it so that they don't necessarily have to stay the 60 months? Is there initiative for work? Is there initiative to get out there? Or once you're on the 60 months, do you just go for the 60 months and that's?
Representative Case, on everyone who's on public assistance, there's always programs to move them into, to do different, have opportunities to be trained, to find jobs. So that exists now. I don't think it's any different than what we normally do in trying to help people get on the road to be able to sustain their families.
No, and I agree with that, but by more than doubling the amount of months, are we putting a program together almost like we have with unemployment, to where you have to prove that you're out there looking for a job?
Oh, I don't know that there's anything specific to this bill, but I know there are many robust programs within the state working with the Department of Labor, Department of Children to help people find positions, more than I've ever seen before. I don't know anything specific. If anybody else knows something that's been set up just for this, I'd like to know, but I don't think so.
I believe every TANF recipient has to go through an employment services program.
But there's nothing special or unique about that's related to this bill, but there is our program. Representative Hughes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. During the testimony, we heard very specific experiences of how this creates flexibility, especially with trying to find stable housing. Often also because we can be on this program, we can automatically see what other eligibility there is for, like subsidized childcare, for other services, and people don't automatically stay on it. In fact, most people, get off it as soon as they can, but it really helps people find livable employment and economic independence. And it's very, very difficult in this, lack of affordable housing market. So we heard that in testimony, and I thought it was very compelling.
Thank you, Representative Hughes. Anyone else? And we'll take a vote.
All right, so we are voting on Senate Bill number 197, an act concerning temporary family assistance, JFS to appropriations, LCO number 2742. Representative Abercrombie?
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore?
Senator Moore votes yes.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time?
Senator Moore votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Berthel? Representative Case?
Representative Case votes no.
Thank you. Senator Lesser?
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper?
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera? Representative Butler? Representative Cook?
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dathan?
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garibay?
Representative Garibay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes?
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thanks. Representative Santiago?
Representative Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth? Representative Aurora? Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes no.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes no.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes no.
All right, thank you. And Representative Wood. All right, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Number 3, House Bill 5040. An act concerning the governor's budget recommendations for human services. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Moved by-
Representative Dathan.
It's been moved and second. Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
All right, we are voting on House Bill 5040, an act concerning the governor's budget recommendations for human services, JFS to the floor, LCO number 2796. Representative Abercrombie.
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Moore votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Berthel. Representative Case. Representative Case.
You're muted, Representative Case.
Representative Case votes no. Apologize.
No worries. Thank you so much. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dathan.
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garabay.
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
All right. Representative Santiago.
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes no.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes no.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes yes.
Thank you. And Representative Wood. Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I, real
Representative
quickly,
Case.
I meant to say it at the beginning of the meeting, but Representative Wood had a tree fall across her driveway, knock all her wires down, so she has no internet. And Aurora has issues also. So the
I
wind hits
mentioned
her.
earlier how bad the wind was here. Thank you. Moving on to number 4, House Bill 5226, an act limiting state recovery of public assistance payments. It's a JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Been
Second,
moved
Second.
Representative Dathan.
moved and second. Questions? Representative Master Francesco.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I remember last year, I believe we passed a bill that was similar to this and went through the House and passed the Senate. Can you tell me how, I think it was 6319 from 2021. Would you be able to tell me what the difference is between this one and the one that we had passed?
Your memory is better than mine, Representative. I'll give you that. I'm going to ask Marie, would you help us with this one?
Yeah, so last year, the bill did not exempt parents of public assistance beneficiaries who often are in poverty themselves from the requirement that they pay back certain funds to the state. So this year, the parents are exempted except for what they have to pay back under federal law.
So, through you, Madam Chair, I apologize. So I'm just trying to refresh my memory on the bill that we did, I'm sorry, last year. So who was exempted in the prior bill that we did? Would anybody know?
Child beneficiaries, but not the parents. This bill exempts the parents except for those who have a court support order. The state can still go after that money.
There was something I was reading in the bill about what's required. Is there on a federal level, is there an amount or a requirement that must be recovered or no?
No, it depends on the type of assistance it is. So, for instance, Medicaid long-term care costs generally are subject to federal recovery. Also, overpayments are subject to federal recovery. So those would still be recovered.
Okay, so this just exempts the parents for a child who is on assistance?
Yes, yes.
So an example, a child on Medicaid, but not the parents, if the parents come into an inheritance, they are not required to pay back. Can you explain it a little bit more to me?
Yes, that's correct. Unless they have a support order, they would not be required to pay back. Oftentimes, the parents are the ones applying for the benefits for the child. So the benefits really are for the household. So they would not be required to pay back except for what's required under federal law. That still has to be recovered.
And is there an age limit, a cutoff age? So many times a parent will apply for assistance for their child who is younger. And
Right.
when they get older, let's say they come into an inheritance when they were older, does that fall back on the parent because the parent was the one that applied for them when they were younger? Does it fall back on the person receiving the benefits because they are older now?
Well, in terms of the federal recovery, it would be the parent if they applied for the benefits. The state recovery would stop for those people.
Okay. Thank you very much for that explanation. I appreciate it. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote, please.
Thank you. We are voting on House Bill number 5226, an act limiting state recovery of public assistance payments. JF to the floor. Representative Abercrombie.
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Moore votes yes.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time?
Moore votes yes.
There we go. Thank you. Senator Purcell. Representative Case.
Representative Case votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dathan.
Representative Dayton votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garibay.
Representative Garibay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago.
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Wood. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Moving on to number 5, House Bill 5227, an act establishing the Community Ombudsman Program for Home Care. It's a JFS to approach. Is there a motion?
So moved, Representative Dathan.
And a second?
Second by Abercrombie.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Representative Master Fonseca.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a quick question. This amount of money, do we know how much it is? I know it's going to approach, but do we have a dollar amount on this?
Representative Abercrombie, do you know if there's a dollar amount attached to
We
this?
don't- Thank you, Madam Chair. We don't get a fiscal note until they come out of the committee. That's why it has to go to a pro. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Case.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Do you have another question?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm sorry. So obviously this particular item is not in the budget. You probably don't have the answer to this. I was just wondering where the funding was coming from, but I'm assuming that is done through appropriations. Is that correct through you, Madam Chair?
That is correct. Representative Abercrombie, did you want to say something?
Through you, Madam Chair. Yes, please. So, Representative, the federal government is moving in the direction of allowing states that have a home and community-based ombudsman to be able to get federal dollars associated with it. We have not gotten clearance on that yet from CMS, but our hope is that will be true. So we may have to start with state dollars and then incorporate the federal dollars when they come through. But that's the hope. And we don't want to ever leave any federal dollars on the table. And that's why we're putting this proposal forward. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative.
Thank you for that answer. I'm just curious, do we already have an ombudsman program in place that the home care agencies can utilize as establishing a whole new program?
I'm looking at Representative Abercrombie and Representative Hughes shake their head. No, we don't.
Thank you. So, Representative Master Francesco, so we have one ombudsman, which is Mairead Panter, that does our long-term care. She has done phenomenal work through the whole COVID with nursing homes. Most states have more than one ombudsman. My hope is I see a bigger picture. I see Mairead becoming like a commissioner under ombudsmans and then having other areas of ombudsmans, like for home and community based, for hospice, for other areas where they would become like deputies. Most states do it that way. We're unique that we don't, but currently we only have one ombudsman and she does all of the long-term care for the state of Connecticut, which encompasses over 212 nursing homes. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Abercrombie.
Thank you for that answer. So we have one right now that's doing the work for all of the agencies, as you said. But I believe in this particular bill, now we're going to be hiring 2 more administrative staff and 12 regional community ombudsmen. Total of 16. Is that correct? So we have 1 now and we're going to 16.
So the 6.
Go ahead, Representative Abercrombie.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I apologize. So currently you have Mairead, who is the ombudsman, and then you have people within the communities that also help at the nursing homes. This would be the same thing, that you would have someone that sort of like commissioners, right? You have someone at the top that puts the policy forward, and then you have people out in the field that help the community navigate this system. Nothing can be done with one person. Yes, it's at 12. That's our hope, but like you said, it depends what it's going to say in the budget, what the fiscal note will be. Through you, Madam Chair.
And it also says up to 12. So like anything, I can see it beginning. I think Representative Abercrombie hit the nail on the head, saying that one person can't do all this work. And even during COVID, we realized how much this is needed and the difference it can make in the community.
Yeah, I understand. I do have concerns with this. So we're adding 12 additional
Up to 12.
staff, up to 12 on our payroll, correct?
Yes.
It would be hires for our payroll.
Yes.
Yeah, I have concerns with this particular bill, so I'm not going to be supporting it this time, but it may change by the time it gets to the floor, and we'll see what happens then. Thank you, Madam Chair. I appreciate the time.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Case.
Representative Dathan was ahead of me, but I'll go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then you want to pass, and I'll take Representative Dathan. I apologize.
Representative Dathan, she was up before me.
Okay. Representative Dathan.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and thank you, Representative Case. I was going to defer to you to go first as the ranking. But just wanted to add in here, this is something that I've been working on since session finished in 2021, developing a work group that has actually looked at this issue and determined the need for it. Our current ombudsman program covers folks who are in a facility where a community ombudsman looks at people who are, living at home or outside of a environment. What I've heard from so many people, including many constituents, this is needed. These folks are deciding to stay in their own homes longer. People are aging in place. People are making their end of life decisions and choosing to be at home. They need to have an advocate and somebody who will help them in a situation. And so this program actually is an investment in home-based care ombudsman services, which is outside of the scope of the current ombudsman program. And I do think, as more people decide to do this, it actually could save the state some money. I'm not sure if that'll be part of this fiscal note, but I think this is good policy and is also part of the Special Act 19-18, where the state established this program, but we never funded it. I think getting it out of committee, getting it into appropriations, we will see what the fiscal note is for the state of Connecticut, but as my chair discussed, there is an opportunity for federal funding when it comes to this policy, and we need to make sure that we evaluate it as such in appropriations. So I am a strong supporter of this, and so are many of our Connecticut residents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Case.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Rep. Dathan. Sorry. So with this bill here, is there any language which I don't see that would say within available appropriations through you, Madam Chair?
I'm sorry, but would you repeat that? I got distracted. I apologize.
I don't see it in this bill, but would it be better to say within available appropriations? And I'll go on after that.
I'm going to defer to our attorney. I don't think that's in the language.
No, it isn't at this point, but if there are no appropriations, the program can't move forward. So.
Okay, because I remember DSS who testified on this and actually said that the federal administration and the expansion of HCBS, there's no current discussions going on.
Well, that's why it's going to appropriations.
I understand that, but it was said earlier that there were federal dollars that would most likely be coming in for this. And I'm just looking at it, boy, I can't say my approps hat because I'm not there. But, so far it's been $18 million on 3 bills today, and we don't know what this one would cost. So I agree, the ombudsman, I think we're looking at nutrition. We're looking at a bunch of different things to reach out to our elderly who are at home. I wish the language would say within available appropriations, because once again, our office of DSS says that this is not being discussed in Washington as it was previously a year ago. So unless something sparks up in Washington again and we can get federal dollars, that's fine. But I'm concerned if we move this forward without the words available appropriations, are we just doing the program and then appropriations going to figure out how to pay for it out of the state budget?
Representative Case, I'm going to let our approach chair for Human Services, Representative Abercrombie, speak.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So Representative Case, DSS actually doesn't oversee this program. This is through Aging and Disability. I don't believe that DSS is familiar with all of the funding streams that come through Aging and Disability. It could have been their opinion that they haven't seen anything, but if you talk to Mairead Panter, who is part of the National Association for Ombudsmen, she's been in DC, and she is the one that we have received the information from, that the feds are going to, in the next bill that comes through their appropriations, will be allocating dollars to districts who have a community-based ombudsman. So DSS might just not have been aware of it because it's not under their actual agency. Through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I appreciate, Kathy, I appreciate that explanation. And as always, there's information. And when we get testimony, we read through the testimony and see how people read it. My concern is, and the reason I can't support it, I'd rather have it have some language, which it might have the language by the time it goes to the floor that it would say within appropriations. And it does not say that.
Thank you, Representative Case. Representative Hughes.
Yeah, just real quick, Madam Chair, thank you so much. I just wanted to stress to my colleagues that this is about oversight, when currently we really don't have oversight over home and community-based services and hospice. And that was one of the things Representative Dathan really worked with colleagues on a workforce, a task group, because we had a lot of feedback from the Governor's Oversight Council about how this pandemic impacted people living at home, basically in home and community-based services, and the lack of oversight. And we cannot add that to Mairead Panter's already stretched staff. She did a marvelous job communicating with the public, updating the public, really throughout this pandemic with her very small staff, and yet her purview really just extends to the nursing homes and DPH licensed facilities, which the home and community-based services and hospice care aren't under. So I just want to remind, it's not just about standing up a whole nother office. It's about desperately needed oversight of a growing care field and setting that many of our elderly folks and more fragile folks don't have the capacity to navigate a very, very complex care system. Thanks.
Thank you, Representative Hughes. I see no other questions. Madam Clerk, will you do a roll call vote, please?
Yes, we are on item number 5 on the agenda, House Bill number 5227, an act establishing the Community Ombudsman Program for Home Care, JFS to appropriations, LCO number 2925. Representative Abercrombie.
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Moore votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Berthel. Representative Case.
Representative Case votes no.
Thank you. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dason.
Representative Dakin votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garabay.
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago.
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes no.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes no.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes no.
Thank you. And Representative Wood.
Representative Wood votes no.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Moving on to number 6, House Bill 5228, an act concerning the chairpersons of the Autism Spectrum Disorder Advisory Council. Is the JF to the floor? Is there a motion?
So moved, Representative Dakin.
Second by
Representative-
Santiago.
Moved and second. Questions? Representative Case.
No questions, just a comment. This is a really a good bill, and it makes the committee on autism, so it can be more workable, so that you have the people that can show up to a meeting. And I want to thank Rep. Abercrombie for making that known, that we need to have these people meet so we can move this issue forward. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative Case. And thank you to Representative Abercrombie. No questions. We'll do a roll call vote, please.
We are voting on HB number 5228, an act concerning the chairpersons of the Autism Spectrum Disorder Advisory Council. JF to the floor. Representative Abercrombie.
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Moore votes yes.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Can you repeat one more time?
Moore votes yes.
There we go. Thank you. Senator Purcell. Representative Case.
Representative Case votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Can you repeat one more time?
I sure can. Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dason.
Representative Dakin votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garabay.
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago.
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott also votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Wood.
Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, dear. Moving on to number 7, House Bill 5229, an act concerning the Legislative Commissioner's recommendations for technical revisions to the human services related statutes. At the JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second, Representative Dakin.
Moved and seconded. We see this every year, where they're making these technical, revisions. Are there any questions? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote, please.
All right, we're on item number 7, House Bill number 5229, an act concerning the Legislative Commissioner's recommendations for technical revisions to human services related statutes. JF to the floor. Representative Abercrombie.
Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore.
Senator Moore votes yes.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time?
Senator Moore votes yes.
There we go. Senator Berthel. Representative Case.
Representative Case votes yes, period.
Thank you. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time?
Yes. Senator Lesser votes yes.
There we go. Thank you. All right, Representative Leeper.
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera. Representative Butler.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Cook.
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dathan.
Representative Dayton votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garabay.
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil.
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes.
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago.
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth. Representative Aurora. Representative Buckby.
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco.
Representative Mastro Francesco votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Scott.
Representative Scott votes yes.
Thank you. And Representative Wood.
Representative Wood votes yes.
Sorry, I didn't catch it on the screen. Can you say it one more time?
Representative Wood votes yes.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Our last one is House Bill 5232, an act concerning service animals. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
Representative Case moves it forward.
Second,
Representative Dayton.
Representative Dathan, second. Any questions? This changes the effective date from passage as it was at the request of the town clerks who licensed the service animals. Representative Case.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I think, the group that worked on this, and we worked on this wholeheartedly the past 3 or 4 years. And, I think that moving it to the upon passage is the only way to go, because these town clerks need to do licensures June 1st. And I don't usually do this, but asking our chairwoman on the House side, have we found out anything about the bill that's in the other committee? Is it going to conflict with this? But let's get this one out and get it to the floor first.
Are you asking a question, Representative Case?
Can I?
You can ask it through me.
I'll ask it through you, Madam Chair. How does this bill affect the bill that is in appropriate or in environment that is connected to seeds and a bunch of other things, and moving this over to Department of Agriculture?
Through me to Representative Abercrombie.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to Representative Case. Yes, we did just become aware of a bill in environment that conflict with some of the sections in this bill. We are going to vote this bill out and then work with them on those sections. What's interesting is they were part of our working group. They knew exactly what was in our bill. I'm actually surprised that they did not reach out, at least to me, who had the working group, to find out, if we had changed any of our sections. But it could be as simple as it's not on their radar. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but yes, there's further conversations that need to be had through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Abercrombie. Representative
Through you,
Case?
Madam Chair, I'd just like to thank Representative Abercrombie for her answers. Through you, Madam Chair.
Through me to you, Representative Abercrombie, thank you very much. If there are no more comments or questions, we'll take a roll call vote on this. Thank you.
All right, we're on item number 8, House Bill number 5232, an act concerning service animals, JFS to the floor, LCO number 2855. Representative Abercrombie?
Representative Abercrombie votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Moore?
Senator Moore votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Brussell? Representative Case?
Representative Case votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Lesser?
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Leeper?
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Cabrera? Representative Butler?
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Cook?
Representative Cook votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Dathan?
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Garabay?
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Goupil?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Hughes?
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago?
Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Stallworth? Representative Aurora? Representative Buckby?
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Mastro Francesco?
Representative, excuse me, Master Francesco votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Scott?
Representative Scott votes yes.
Thank you. And Representative Wood?
Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Clerk, I just want to be clear. You did say House Bill 5232.
Yes.
Thank you. So the next public hearing that will be today at 11 o'clock. And then we have a meeting on March 10th. And the committee meeting will be at 10 a.m. on Thursday, March 17th. So mark your calendars. Any other comments from my co-chairs?
Madam Chair, do you want to just announce how long the votes will be left open?
They'll be open to the start of our committee meeting, which is at 11 a.m.
Oh, Senator Moore.
Madam Chair,
Public hearing. Can you keep it
can
open
we
to the
do
public hearing?
10:30? Because they have to do by Zoom. Can we hold the votes open to 10:30 to give the clerk the opportunity to get ready for the next Zoom for the public hearing?
I think Heather wants to say something.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, both Madams Chair. But yes, I agree with Representative Abercrombie. That would be our request to set up for the other Zoom. Thank you. Yes, please, if that's
So both will
acceptable.
be
to the
open
chairs.
until 10:30. Then I'll recess the meeting. All right. See you at 11. See you all in the public hearing.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can I vote?
Yes, I believe you missed the first, correct?
I think that's right.
SB number 195, an act concerning the minimum amount of assets that may be retained by the spouse of an institutionalized Medicaid recipient, JF2 appropriations. How do you vote?
Senator Lesser in the affirmative.
Thank you. Is that the only one?
And Representative Santiago, I'd like to vote.
Hi, Representative. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay, we'll go with the first one again too. Did you need me to repeat that?
No.
Okay. Again, it was SB 195. How do you vote?
I vote yes. Santiago votes yes.
Thank you. I think you're all set. Yeah. I think you were all here for the other one, so thank you so much.
Hi, Cass. Representative Wood, I'd like to vote. And nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Thank you for
Representative.
joining the best committee in Hartford.
I know Heather would totally agree with that.
Yeah. And I'd love to, maybe off, because I see there are people still on. I'd love to get, are you using Heather's phone number? I need your phone contact, because sometimes
Yeah.
links don't work and
I'll make sure to send
just
that
email
over.
it to me. All right, thank you.
Okay.
So I missed 1 through 4.
Sure. I can repeat the bill numbers for that. We'll go in order.
Sure.
SB number 195, an act increasing the minimum amount of assets that may be retained by the spouse of an institutionalized Medicaid recipient. JF2 appropriations. How do you vote?
Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you. All right.
Senate Bill 197.
Mhm.
Representative Wood votes no.
Okay.
And House Bill 5040. Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you. And then 5226.
Right, Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you so much.
Great, thank you. Take care. Bye.
Nice
See
meeting you.
everybody at 11. 2 committees at the same time again.
Thank you, Representative Wood. I think Representative Butler's the last one.
Okay.
Yes, I
Hi.
am here, ready to vote. When you're ready to call out the bills.
No problem. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, so yeah, we just need you for the first 3 items on the agenda. I'll go in order. SB 195, how do you vote?
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you. Second one is Senate Bill 197.
Representative Butler votes yes.
Alrighty, and the last one is House Bill number 5040. How do you vote?
Representative Butler votes yes.
Thank you, Representative.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll see you at the public hearing, okay?
See you then. Thank you. Hi, Representative. How are you? Oh, you're muted.
Hello there. How are you? Good morning to you.
Good. Nice to meet you. Yeah, hoping we can take your votes for today's meeting.
Yes. Well,
can
nice
go
meeting you. And yeah, you want to go over the 5 votes, and was it a consent calendar? You know, I'm on 3 meetings at the same time. So
No, unfortunately, no. There was just we went by each item on the agenda, so I can go down in order.
Sure.
Okay, and let me know if you'd like me to read the whole title to you.
Hey, just read me the bill number because I have the agenda in front of me as well. So item number 1, and you give me the bill number, and I can give you.
Sounds good. All right, so we'll start with Senate Bill number 195.
Yes, I vote in the affirmative.
All right. Second on the agenda was Senate Bill number 197.
SB 197, I vote in the negative.
Okay. Third on the agenda was House Bill number 5040.
On House Bill 5040, Aurora votes in the negative.
Okay. Just making sure I have the right one. Okay. Fourth on the agenda was House Bill 5226.
HB 5226, I vote in the affirmative.
Okay, thank you. Fifth on the agenda was House Bill number 5227.
5227, I vote in the negative.
Alrighty, and number 6 on the agenda was House Bill 5228.
5228, I vote in the affirmative.
Okay. Seventh on the agenda was House Bill 5229.
5229, I'm a yes.
All right, last one, House Bill number 5232.
5232, I'm a yes as well.
All right, thank you so much, Representative.
Thank you, and you have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for the text. I'm mobile, but I just saw it. It popped up. Thank you so much for the text.
Of course. So we have a few items on the agenda. There's about 8 items on the agenda. Just need your votes for. There wasn't a consent calendar, so we're gonna have to go one by one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Would you like me to read the titles to you, or just the bill numbers?
Just the bill numbers is sufficient.
Okay. All right. We'll go in order. So the first one on the agenda was Senate Bill number 195.
Representative Starr with yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And second one was Senate
Yes,
Bill
Lou.
197.
Representative Starr with yes.
Okay. Third was House Bill number 5040.
Representative Starworth, yes.
Thank you. Fourth one was House Bill number 5226.
Representative Starworth, yes.
Thank you. Fifth one was House Bill number 5227.
Representative Starworth, yes.
Sixth one was House Bill number 5228.
Representative Starworth, yes.
Okay. Seventh one was House Bill number 5229.
Representative Starworth, yes.
Okay, and this is the last one, House Bill number
All right,
5232.
Representative Starworth, yes. And I guess all of those passed anyway, correct? Well, I guess you won't know the vote is not over, right?
Correct. But thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for the text. I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning. Thanks so much for the reminder. It's been one of those days.
No worries. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, so we had 8 items on the agenda. Just gonna have to go one by one with that. Do you mind if I just read the bill number, or would you like me to read the title as well?
Bill number and title as well, please.
Okay, no problem. I'm just gonna go in order. We'll start with Senate Bill number 195, an act increasing the minimum amount of assets that may be retained by the spouse of an institutionalized Medicaid recipient, JF2 appropriations. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
All right, thanks. Second was Senate Bill number 197, an act concerning temporary family assistance, JFS2 appropriations. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Thank you. Third one was House Bill number 5040, an act concerning the governor's budget recommendations for human services.
Senator
How do you
Cabrera votes yes.
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Thank you. Fourth item was House Bill number 5226, an act limiting state recovery of public assistance payments. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Thank you. Number 5 was House Bill number 5227, an act establishing the community ombudsman program for home care. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Thank you. Item number 6 was House Bill number 5228, an act concerning the chairpersons of the Autism Spectrum Disorder Advisory Council. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Okay. Number 7 was House Bill number 5229, an act concerning the Legislative Commissioner's recommendations for technical revisions to human services related statutes. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
All right, last one. House Bill number 5232, an act concerning service animals.
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
All right, thank you so much, Senator. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Have a good one.